Shabbat Shalom, friends. So grateful to welcome you to Congregation Ner Tamid of San Francisco and to bid you a good Sabbath. My name is Rabbi Shana Leon, and I am so grateful to be here this evening to share our Shabbat together. Let's go ahead and begin with the words of Shalom Aleichem. This is, in a world that needs peace so dearly, a wish for wholeness, for joy, for peace to be upon not just all of the human beings on earth, but for all the celestial beings that we can't see but know accompany us during the week and into Shabbat. Please join with me for Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ba'achem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Let's take a moment to just be inspired. Please breathe in and breathe out. It's amazing how sometimes we actually need to give ourselves permission to breathe. So let's breathe together for another few moments, and then you keep breathing. And I will be bringing Rabbi Reuben to the screen in just a moment to begin our Kabbalat Shabbat service, but let's breathe together. Two more. In creating a space of calm, we are restored and ready for the rest that Shabbat brings. Rabbi Reuben, would you join us?
Shabbat Shalom. Page 24 in our Siddur, we join in Psalm 95. Lechu neranana l'Adonai, come let us sing to the rock of our salvation. Lechu neranana, lechu neranana, lechu neranana l'Adonai. Lechu neranana, lechu neranana, lechu neranana l'Adonai. Naria, naria letzur yeshenu, lekadma fana betoda. Naria, naria letzur yeshenu. Lechu אשר נשבעתי ואפי מבוני מלוכתי. Page 26, the 96th Psalm. Sing to Adonai a new song. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash, shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz, shiru l'Adonai baruchu shemo, basru miyom liyom, yom liyom yeshuato, sapru b'goyim kevodo, v'chol ha'amim niflotav, ki gadol Adonai, u'me'ulal me'od, norahu, al kol Elohim, ya elai, 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 ישמחו השמיים ותגל הארץ, ירם הים ומלואו, יעלוז שדי וכל אשר בו. אז ירננו חלצי ההר, לפני אדוני קיווה לשפוט הארץ, ישפוט תבל בצדק ועמים ומשרו. אדוני מלך תגל הארץ, ישמחו עם רבים, ענן ורפל לסביבה. אור זרו על הצדיק, ולישראל לב שמחה. 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 ולישראל לב שמחה, שמחו צדיקים באדוני, והודו לזכר קודשו.
Psalm 98 says, "Let the sea roar and all that fills it, the world and all who dwell in it. Let the rivers clap hands in joy. Let the mountains join in singing." And that's our cue as well. Zamru l'Adonai bechinor. Come, let us make a joyful noise. Zamru l'Adonai bechinor, bechinor vekol zimra, b'chatzotzrot vekol shofar, hariu lifnei hamelech Adonai, yiram hayam umloo, tevel veyoshveva, neharot imcha ucha v'yachad harim yaraninu. On page 30, lifnei Adonai kiva, lishpot haaretz, yishpot tevel betzedek, ve'amim b'meisharim, yiram hayam umloo, tevel veyoshveva, Psalm 99 invites us to go to that mountain that was just singing in the previous psalm. And as if it wasn't loud enough, we join our voices with it and we say, come, let us exalt Adonai at God's holy mountain. And why we say, because Adonai, our God, is holy and invites us to be the same. Romemu. Romemu, Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachkavu le'ar kodsho. Romemu, Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachkavu le'ar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachkavu le'ar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachkavu le'ar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. With a little bit of warm up, having a taste of some of those magnificent psalms, we are ready to do an entire psalm. So let us do that on page 36, and coming to your screen, we do all of Psalm 29. Ready, Rabbi Reuben?
I am ready.
Havu l'Adonai b'nei Elim.
Havu l'Adonai kavod va'oz.
Havu l'Adonai kevod shema.
Ishtachavu l'Adonai behadrat kodesh.
Kol Adonai al hamayim.
El hakavod hirim al mayim, al mayim, al mayim rabim.
Kol Adonai bat koach.
Kol Adonai behadar.
Kol Adonai shover arazim.
Vayshaber Adonai et arze halvanon.
Vayarkidem kemo egel.
Levanon v'Sirion. Chemo ben remim. Chemo ben remim.
Kol Adonai chotzev lavotesh.
Kol Adonai yachil midbar.
Yachil Adonai midbar kadesh.
Kol Adonai cholel ayalot.
Vayechesav ye'arot.
ובהיכלו כולו מרכבות, כולו מרכבות.
Adonai למבול ישב.
וישב אדוני מלך לעולם.
Adonai oz לעמו ייתן.
אדוני יברך את עמו בשלום.
That was great fun to sing. You see, we were experiencing the echo that would go on if we were singing such a psalm in a mountain gorge like that.
Yes, a mountain gorge.
We were just giving a little sense of being transported to another place with a lot of echo. Rabbi Reuben, shall we continue marching on through this wilderness onto Lecha Dodi, and I'm going to let you give us just a little intro into the melody we'll be using tonight.
This Erev Shabbat is the one just before our annual observance of Tisha B'Av. The Jewish tradition has instructed us, probably in great wisdom, that rather than constantly thinking about all of the bad things that have happened to us as Jews and as human beings, we should designate times, and so that it doesn't take over our lives. And so tomorrow evening we will be observing Tisha B'Av, the National Jewish Day of Mourning, in which we take the time to lament, to really sit down and feel bad. And it's an extremely moving ceremony and observance in many ways. We'll be chanting the Book of Lamentations. So that is tomorrow evening. And this evening, our tradition teaches us that oftentimes we use music to help us understand the mood of our people, whether or not we individually may be in that place. And so the Shabbat prior to Tisha B'Av, we turn to the melody for the medieval piyut called Elitzion. Elitzion ve'areha. Weep, O Zion, you and your cities, over what has befallen you. And so we sing that piyut tomorrow, and we borrow its melody tonight to begin to stir us towards the kind of reflection that Tisha B'Av asks of us. Lecha Dodi, the welcoming of Shabbat, is on page 40, and in honor of this special Shabbat, Rabbi Shana and I will lead all 9 verses of Lecha Dodi to this beautiful once-a-year tune of Elitzion. Page 40. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor b'zachor b'dibur echad, Yishmi'anu el hamiuchad, Adonai echad u'shmo echad, L'shem ultiferet b'litila, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, Ki mekor ha'beracha, Merosh mikedem nesucha, Sof ma'aseh b'machashva techila. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Mikdash melech ir melucha, Kumitzei mitoch hafecha, Rav lach shevet be'emek habacha, Vehu yachamol alaychem la. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Hitna ari me'afar kumi, Livshi bigdei tifatei chami, Al yad ben Yishai bet halachmi, Korva el nafshi ge'ala. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri, hitoreri, Ki va'orech kumi ori, Uri shidaberi, Kevod Adonai alayich nigla.
לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לא תבושי ולא תקלמי, מה תשתחכי ומה תהמי. בך יחסו עניי עמי, ונבנתה עיר על תילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. והיו למשיסה שוסייך, ורחקו כל מבלייך. יסיס עלייך אלוהייך, כי משוש חתן על כלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. ימין ושמאל תפרוצי, ואת אדוני תעריצי. על ידי שפן פרצי, ונשמחה ונגילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. If you would like to rise, please do so to welcome the Shabbat bride. בואי ושלום עטרת מעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה. תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה. Please try it. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. As we continue to the Shabbat psalm, we invite you to please say this one along with us all the way through in English. It is good to thank you, Adonai, to sing praises to your name,
To proclaim your love every morning and your faithfulness every night.
to the sound of the 10-string lyre with the music of the lute and harp.
Your works, Adonai, bring me gladness. Of your deeds I joyously sing.
How great are your deeds, O Adonai! How profound are your designs!
The superficial cannot comprehend. The foolish cannot grasp this.
Though the wicked may thrive like grass, and doers of evil seem to flourish,
Yet their doom is sure to come, for yours is the ultimate triumph.
those who oppose you shall be destroyed. Workers of evil are sure to be routed.
You have given me extraordinary power. I am like one who has been anointed.
I see the defeat of my foes. I hear the doom of my enemies.
The good will grow strong like the palm tree. They will thrive like the cedar of Lebanon.
Planted in the house of Adonai, they will flourish in the courts of our God.
They will yield fruit even in old age. They will remain vital and vigorous.
Proclaiming that the Eternal is just, my rock in whom there is no unrighteousness. Please join with us for Tzaddik Katamar at the bottom of the screen. Tzaddik Katamar yifrach ke'erez bavanon yizgeh shetu in our Siddur on page 47 for Psalm 93. You, Adonai, are sovereign, crowned with majesty, adorned with splendor and supreme in strength. You established the earth securely. You created a world that stands firm. Your throne was established from of old, and you are eternal. The rivers raise their voice. They raise a mighty roar. The raging waves of the sea proclaim, God rules supreme. Your decrees are ever faithful. Holiness fills your creation. You are the God of eternity. And as we pray that this Shabbat leads us to enlist in the best kind of service that there is, to obey God's mitzvot and live by these laws, we pray that every day is blessed with God's peace and that the spirit of Shabbat properly governs every day of our lives. If you have your candles nearby at this time, please go ahead and light them. And let's draw in the light to our hearts and our homes and sing together. Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddishanu b'mitzvotav, Vetzivanu lehadlik ner, Vetzivanu lehadlik ner, Vetzivanu lehadlik ner, shel Shabbat. Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la. Our formal call to worship begins on page 52 with the Baruch Hu. We sing it together. First, a friendly Yai Lalai, and then Rabbi Reuben will officially call us to evening prayer. Yai Lalai, Lai, 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 La, La, La. Yai Lalai, Lai, 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 Lai. Yai La, La, Lai, Lai, Yai La, 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 Lai, Lai. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la.
Baruch hu et Adonai hamevorach.
And if you were standing thus far, you are welcome to be seated for the first of our blessings prior to the recitation of the Shema. We read together Ma'ariv Aravim, our blessing in praise of the cosmos. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, אשר בדברו מעריב ערבים, בחוכמה פותח שערים, ובתבונה משנה עיתים, ומחליף את הזמנים, ומסדר את הכוכבים, במשמרותיהם ברקיע כרצונו, בורא יום ולילה, גולל אור מפני חושך, וחושך מפני אור, ומעביר יום ומביא לילה, ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאות שמו. אל חי וקיים, תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד, ברוך אתה אדוני, המעריב ערבים.
Page 60, Eternal Love. אהבת עולם בית ישראל, עמך אהבת, תורה ומצוות, חוקים ומשפטים, אותנו לימדת. על כן אדוני אלוהינו, בשכבנו ובקומנו, נשיח בחוקך, ונשמח בדברי תורתך, ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, ואורך ימינו, ובהם נהגה יומם ולילה, יומם ולילה. בעבדך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים, ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל. Page 72. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. We continue silently for a moment.
On page 82, we conclude these paragraphs of the Shema. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים, אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. page 86. Who is like you, Adonai, who delivered us from Egypt? Mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, Torah tehilot, osef elem, malechutecha ra'u banecha, b'ke'ayam lifnei Moshe, zelianu ve'amru, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed, mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
As we add our prayer for protection this evening, I wanted to share just a small piece of wisdom that I came across the other day. There is a yearning among so many of us to create a sense of unity, of finding common ground, particularly as we navigate our way through this turbulent and uncertain chapter in human history. And there is, of course, an expression that so many of you know and maybe have used, which is that we are all in the same boat. But I saw something the other day that is continuing to stay with me, and I would like to share it. We often say that we are all in the same boat, but that isn't true. We are, however, all in the same storm. Some of us have yachts. Some of us have canoes. Some are swimming as hard as they can. And some are drowning. Where we can in this world, we need to be kind. And we need to lend a hand to those who are barely getting by, to those who need so dearly a shelter of peace and security. What can we do, each of us, a little bit this week to help another through this storm? Uferos aleinu sukat, sukat, shelomecha. Uferos aleinu sukat, spread over all of us your sukkah, of peace. Spread over all of us your sukkah, your sukkah. And as our hearts turn to those in our community who are hurting, who are unwell and in need of our prayers, in our community, in our families, and around the world, I invite you to please enter into our chat any names of dear ones that you are thinking of this evening, for whom you would like this Mishaberach prayer to be directed. I'll bring the words to the screen in a moment. But before then, I'd like to offer a prayer for healing for Cantor Rudy Hasid and Michelle Hasid, for Michael Shmuel ben Yehuda Hirsch v'Yafa Leah, for Yehudit, Jerry and Charlotte Hyman, for Moshe ben Tevye, Chana bat Teresa, Regina and Moshe Blum, Susie Appleton, Sally Lagerquist, Danielle ben Chana, Yonatan ben Bere, Michael Bates, Jeff Seamus, Marvin Pfeffer, Pam Kane, Rabbi Steve Robbins, Ellen and Anna Henry, Yulia Berger, Esther Bat Yaakov, Edith Balanoff, John Strain, Brigitte Karliner, Yehoshua ben Devora, Yirmiyahu ben Sarah, Elisheva bat Avraham v'Sara, Leah bat Amy, Devora bat Yitzchak v'Leah, for Hannah Lipson, for Brittany Greiner, Rabbi Mordechai Finley, Eva Reininger, for so many around our world, victims of floods and fires, lightning strikes, and war. We are thinking so dearly of our beloved Medinat Yisrael. It is such a precarious time again for the state of Israel. Gotten ourselves embroiled in yet another terrible difficulty. We are praying additionally for peace and for healing for our brothers and sisters near and far. Please join with us for the Mishaberach prayer, and we welcome additional names for our prayers for healing this evening. Please do sing with us. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shalema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Ken Yehi Ratzon, may it be God's will and ours as well.
Ken Yehi Ratzon. We honor Shabbat with Vishamru, page 96. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי 6 ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. We continue page 108 for Chatzi Kaddish. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ולמד יברך חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחיי נכון וביום נכון ובחיי לכל בית ישראל, בגלה ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך, לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשה בריחו, לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דמירן מעלמה ואמרו אמן.
Our silent Amidah is page 110 through 118. Please use this time for the prayers in our Siddur or any of the prayers that your heart wishes to offer this evening.
והגיון ליבי לפניך, אדוני צורי May the words of our mouths and the meditations of our hearts be acceptable to you, Adonai, our rock and our redeemer.
With that beautiful melody that sets the tone for tomorrow morning's Haftarah from the book of Isaiah, and then for tomorrow evening's recitation of the book of Lamentations. So beautiful, Rabbi Reuben. We turn nonetheless to page 124 and celebrate the completion of creation and the sanctification of the Shabbat. So we're on page 124 for Vayechulu. ויחולו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם, ויכל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה, וישפוט ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה. ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי, ויקדש אותו, כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא Elohim לעשות. Kaddish Shalem is page 134. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ואלמד דברי חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי כל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ויאמרו, אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך, לעלם ולעלמי עלמיה יתברך. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי קודשה, בריחו לילה מן קוד ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה דאמירן בעלמה ויאמרו, אמן. תתקבל צלותון וברצון בכל ישראל, קודם ובהון דבישמיא ויאמרו, אמן. יהי שלום רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ויאמרו, אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו Amen. Please find something that is good to drink and over which you would like to say a little kiddush. And we'll turn to page 142 and offer our prayer over the fruit of the grapevine. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit, כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. כי בנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. לחיים. Oh, that hits the spot after a long week. Rabbi Reuben, will you take us forward to Aleinu?
Page 166. עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסר ארץ, ומשה יקרה בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו ושכינתו זו בגובה מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו וזולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, ידעת היום להשוות אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים, השמיים ימעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד, אין עוד. על כן נקבל לך אדוני תפארת עוזך. ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. Bayom hahu, yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo, u'shemo echad.
At this time in our service, we pause and remember dear ones who have passed in this season, recently and in years ago. On this Shabbat, we are remembering Betty Greenberg, Frank Herman, Reuben Kaplan, Rose Moskovitz, Abraham Lebovich, Ilza Louie, Morton Krasner, Sylvia Gardner, Ethel Tarrant, Philip Steiner, Salomon Feibush, Max Baruth, Henrietta Vader, Louis Galoob, Sarah Godis, Lily Silverman, and Olga Liosnov. We continue to extend our condolences to the families of Norma Hamburger, Simcha Goldbrenner, Jerry Raskus, Al Morris, Ed Harvey, and Jean Sonnenblick. We are remembering also, as an American family, people who really were cultural icons. It's hard to imagine the world without Bill Russell, Nichelle Nichols, and Vin Scully. People who lived extraordinary lives and left a mark on the hearts of so many. If there are additional names for Mourner's Kaddish that we have omitted, please do enter your beloved's names in the chat, and anyone else that you are thinking about this evening as we offer this prayer in praise always of life and the blessing of living it. And this Mourner's Kaddish, though said by mourners to remember their loved ones, is with every word an affirmation of the blessing and the goodness of living. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayeichon uvyomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv ve'imru amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mevarach le'alam ul'almei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei dekudesha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata ta'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imru amen. Please be seated for a moment. Just a couple of announcements. Thank you so much, Rabbi Reuben, for doing service with me this evening. You are all very fortunate. You are going to get to hear, please God, Rabbi Reuben leading a number of services over the next few weeks. We're so grateful to you, Rabbi Reuben. Thank you for sharing your beautiful soul and voice with us.
I look forward to it, and we wish you a very restful and rejuvenating vacation time.
Thank you. I'll take it. Thank you so much. Friends, though, we still have many good things coming even this weekend, good and meaningful things. Tomorrow morning, service at Ner Tamid, please God, at 9:30, also available on YouTube. We are not able to serve lunch at this time, but if you would nonetheless like to be in person, masks, please. And of course, vaccines are absolutely mandatory. But tomorrow morning, 9:30 at Ner Tamid and on YouTube. Tomorrow evening from the sanctuary, but not open to the public, but it will be available on Zoom tomorrow evening, is our Tisha B'Av commemoration. We have worked very hard to put together a beautiful, meaningful, cathartic evening to commemorate the destructions of the great temples and the beautiful searing poetry and prayer services that grew out of that. Please do join us tomorrow evening, 7:30 on Zoom. It will be broadcast from the sanctuary with the magnificent Taktus SF chorale. They worked so hard to prepare their beautiful music settings of Jeremiah and the evening prayers and special melodies for the observance of Tisha B'Av. They're a remarkable group. Please do tune in tomorrow evening so you can hear them, as well as the chanting of the Book of Lamentations, teachings from Rabbi Chaim of Beth Or in Studio City, and some additional pieces of teaching and observance of this very important and necessary observance. Tomorrow evening, 7:30 on Zoom. In the days to come, we will have Torah study and Shabbat, and please watch for your high holiday packets. There's a lot already to be receiving and filling in and sending back. If you are a member of Ner Tamid, God bless you and thank you. Please make sure you renew your membership. If you are new or would like to be a member at any level, please contact the office. Let us know. We welcome your membership with open arms. We embrace you as widely as we possibly can. If you're able to support our little community in any way, no gift is too small. Everything makes a difference. Please give a thumbs up, a like, a subscribe, all sorts of good things. Please, God. We have some celebrations tonight, today, this very day. It is Regina and Moshe Blum's anniversary. Happy anniversary, Regina and Moshe. And there are several birthdays in the days to come. On August 8th, it is Jerry Ross's birthday. Happy birthday, Jerry. On August 11th is Tanya Yasnovsky's birthday. Z dniom rождения, Tanya, happy birthday. And sharing a birthday, August 12th, Beverly Hasid and Jonah Henry, an auspicious day upon which to have entered the world. Happy birthday in advance to Beverly and Jonah and Jerry and Tanya, and some additional simchas will be shared in the days and weeks to come. Please join us. Please watch for your email. Some services will be YouTube, some will be Zoom, some will be in person to YouTube. So you need a little bit of a scorecard. Speaking of scorecards, don't let the Giants get you down. There's always next year. I'm a little sad, but that's okay. In addition to all of that, please, most important, stay safe and well. Please, please. That is the most important thing now and always. If there's anything I've forgotten, please somebody put it into the chat and let me know. Otherwise, hope to see you tomorrow morning for Shabbat and tomorrow evening for Tisha B'Av. Rabbi Reuben, will you take us to the end with a little Adon Olam?
Adon Olam asher malach בטרם כל יציר נברא, לעת נעשה בחפצו כל, אזי מלך שמו נקרא.
ואחרי ככלות הכל, לבדו ימלוך נורא, והוא היה והוא הווה, והוא יהיה בתפארה.
והוא אחד ואין שני, להמשילו להכבירה, בלי ראשית בלי תכלית, בלא העוז והמשרה.
והוא אלי וחי גואלי, וצור חבלי בעת צרה, והוא ניסי ומנוס לי, מנת כוסי ביום אקרא.
בהדוף כדרוכי, בית ישן והעירה, באמרוכי גביעתי, אדוני לי ולא יירא.
Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. Sei gesinnt. Hope to see you soon. Thank you.
Good
evening.
Shabbos.